Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome you all to the industrial pharmacy class. As you know, this is the second class of the week, and today topic is steam generation and use. While manufacturing installations for liquid and semi-solid dosage form, and in these preparations, that is liquid and semi-solid dosage form, the steam generation and use we will discuss in today's lecture. The main objective is to learn about the steam generation and use for manufacturing installations for liquid and semi-solid products. After the completion of this lecture, you will be able to learn about the steam generation and use and manufacturing installation for liquid and semi-solid dosage form. Dear students, so far we have discussed in the previous lectures, recalling from there, at which we studied that why steam is used in the pharmaceutical industry. There are several reasons which we have discussed in the previous lectures, and the steam content the high amount of heat content. And in today's lecture we will discuss a diagrammatic representation that is of a jacketed installation typical of that used for the preparation of liquid and semi-solid products, that is shown in the diagram, and that is a diagram for the presentation of a jacketed installation. You can see on the screen having the different parts starting from 1 and that is up to 11. This type of installation, which is shown in the figure as the diagram shows, that is available in sizes capable of manufacturing products from development scale, that is a small scale approximately 20 liter, up to full production scale batches, that is the large scale batches, that is up to 20,000 liter. It means that the size may be ranges from the small scale, that is in the R&D, that is in research and development, or approximately 20 liter, and from that developmental scale to the full size production, that is the large scale production batches, up to 20,000 liter can be prepared using the available sizes and that range that is mentioned earlier, from 20 liter to 20,000 liter. From the large scale, that is 20,000 liter, and for the small scale, that is the developmental scale, approximately quantity as 20 liter. You can see the diagram, that is the diagrammatic representation of a jacketed installation as shown in that figure, and the construction of that particular diagrammatic representation that is shown as a jacketed installation. They are constructed from a suitable grade of stainless steel, and that is the composition and the construction of material, that is a suitable grade, appropriate grade of stainless steel, as this has acceptable thermal conductivity. Recalling from the thermal conductivity, which shows, which indicates the thermal conductance of a material, and the stainless steel is suitable stainless steel is selected for that purpose, and because of acceptable thermal conductivity, that's why we select the stainless steel, that is a suitable grade of stainless steel. The outer surface of the jacket may be suitably lagged with materials having poor thermal conductivity. As you know that stainless steel has high thermal conductivity, and the outer surface of the jacket will be suitably lagged with the materials that having poor thermal conductivity, in order to protect operators that working on that equipment and a particular area in which the installation is installed, and reduce heat loss to the environment. These are the two reasons. That's why we suitable leg with material having poor thermal conductivity. The outer surface of the jacket is because of that reason is that to protect operators and to reduce heat loss to the environment, and the thermal energy will be lost, and in order to reduce the heat loss to the environment and in order to protect operators, we have to leg with materials having poor thermal conductivity. We are talking about the outer surface of the jacket. That's why it is suitable leg with materials having poor thermal conductivity. The reason that is to protect operators and to reduce the thermal energy loss to the environment. Uses of installation and installation used for heating products using steam. The steam is usually generated in a remote boiler house. The steam is generated and then it is generated after generation that will be supplied. The steam will be supplied to many different locations, different areas and pieces of equipment wherever necessary. The steam is usually generated at high pressures and temperatures, typically 6 to 8 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Pascal, and the temperature is 160 to 170 degrees centigrade, and at that high pressure that is 6 to 8 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Pascal, that is the high pressure, and the high temperature that is 160 to 170 degrees centigrade, which enable it to be delivered to the equipment where required. Suitable strong pipes are used which need to be well legged to avoid heat loss and condensation. As you know that is the steam generation at high pressure and temperature, and that's why strong pipes are used because of the need is to be well legged to avoid heat loss and condensation. If we consider this diagram, that is the diagrammatic representation. If I prepare this one on the other side, that is a piece of equipment, and I'm going to paste this diagram. That is the diagrammatic representation of installation. I have pasted this one to the area. This is a diagram, and I'm going to minimize this one and as well as this one. Now you can see on the right side the schematic diagram that having a reducing wall, that is one as shown in the figure. It is used to reduce and control or adjust the pressure to the desired level. If we are to reduce the pressure to the desired level or in order to adjust the pressure, reducing wall that is shown in the figure, that is designated as 1, that is reducing valve for the pressure control or pressure adjustment to the desired level. This may be operated manually or on larger equipment controlled automatically by using control panel, that is on the figure designated as 7. You can see that is the 7 as control panel. For this valve that is the wall, figure 1, reducing wall was shown as 1 to reduce or control or adjust the pressure to the desired level. Either it is manually operated or in the larger equipment it will be controlled by using through the 7, that is control panel. The 7 is control panel. And electronic signals from pressure gauge 2. 2 is the pressure gauge as shown in the figure. You can see that is the 2 on figure is pressure gauge. A control valve 5 regulates the entry of steam. You can see that is connected with the jacket. Its control regulates the entry of steam into the jacket, and this is control valve 5 regulates the entry of steam into this jacket. As with the reducing valve, this may be either manually controlled or manually operated, for example on a smaller development units, or automatically controlled so that the product is heated to the desired temperature and at the desired rate, as we experience in the ordinary domestic appliances like the thermostat that is used in the refrigerator and in air condition, and after fixing at particular temperature, and suppose we have to set at 20 degrees centigrade, when the desired temperature rising from 20, then automatically the air condition is on and automatically off and adjusted to the desired level of temperature. Similarly, the control valve 5 as in the figure, it is either manually operated for smaller pieces of equipment or development units, are automatically controlled so that the product is heated to the desired temperature and the desired rate. When the control valve 5 opens, when this one opens, it is designated as 5, the steam enters inside the jacket and the products that it contains starts to heat up. The panel 7 will continuously monitor the product temperature, and the extent to which the control valve is open will be controlled so that the product heats up at the desired required rate. And this one, that is the control panel 7, is responsible for the monitoring of the desired level temperature, controlling the rate of temperature of the product. Using this type of control system, the temperature of the product may be maintained within plus minus 2 to 3 degrees centigrade of the required value. Suppose we have to heat up it to 70 degrees centigrade, then this may be 73 degrees centigrade or 68 or 67 to 72. If we consider plus minus 2 degrees centigrade and we required 70 degrees centigrade temperature, then it may be 68 degrees centigrade to 72 degrees centigrade or 67 degrees centigrade to 73 degrees centigrade. The ranges may be within the plus minus 2 degrees centigrade. Example of where this may be used include maintaining a temperature of between 60 and 70 degrees centigrade during cream manufacture. Wherever cream manufacturing is required, the temperature maintaining that is from 60 to 70 degrees centigrade, a temperature of 80 to 90 degrees centigrade when preparing solution product where poorly soluble preservatives are employed. In order to enhance the dissolution of the poorly soluble preservatives, we are going to prepare the solution products. The temperature within the 80 to 90 degrees centigrade as required. When the desired temperature is reached, a signal from the control panel closes, that is control panel 7, closes the control valve, and so no further steam entry, and designated as 5 that will be closed, and there will be no further steam entry inside the jacket. After a short time, the product will start to cool slowly as it is at higher temperature than the surrounding environment. The temperature control system will detect this drop and open the control valve so that more steam enters and the process is repeated. The pressure and temperature gauges, that is 2 and 3, and the figure allow the monitoring and recording of the steam properties, and as I mentioned previously, the latter may be used to control the steam pressure used. The latter means the temperature that is used to control the steam pressure, because steam is generated at high pressures that I have told you earlier, that steam is mostly prepared at high pressure, that is the 6 to 8 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Pascal, that is a high pressure and high temperature, that is from 160 degrees centigrade to 170 degrees centigrade. And due to the generation at high pressure, there is the potential to expose the equipment to pressures higher than it can safely withstand. To prevent this, a safety valve, that is 4 on the figure, is positioned before the control valve 5 and is set to open and direct steam away from the installation if the pressure reaches a value in excess of that of the safe operating pressure of the system. That 4 is before the 5 because it is a safety valve, and it's automatically controlled and set because of the safety, and the pressure reaches a value in excess for the safe operating pressure of the system. It is necessary to position before the control valve, that is the 5. That is the 4th one, that is safety valve. When steam first enters the jacket surrounding the product, it contacts the cooler surface, condenses and releases latent heat that gets contained, which is then transferred to the various layers, that is condensate, whistle valve, etc. to the product, and the presence of stirrer, that is tin, and the figure helps ensure the product is evenly heated, and the 8th one, that is outlet and water hour is 9th, and so another figure, but the prominents are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and the 10 is stirrer, and 6 is product out, and 8 is also outlet, and 9 is for outlet as well. These are the some of prominent parts of the steam jacketed assembly that is used for the manufacturing of the creams and ointments or the any other liquid preparations. And you can consult Alton Pharmaceutics, the Science of Dosage Form Design, 2nd edition, and the page is consulted over there, 593 to 594. Thank you all for your attention. Let's review today's topic. And the today topic we have discussed in detail the steam generation and use. Steam generation is done in the steam boiler using high pressures and temperatures, and the manufacturing installation for liquid and semi-solid products. It is widely used, and the available sizes for manufacturing products, that is from the development scale approximately 20 liter up to for production scale, that is the industrial scale batches up to 20,000 liter. And then the diagrammatic representation of educated installation considering construction. It is constructed from a suitable grade of stainless steel. Because of its acceptable thermal conductivity, stainless steel is selected for its construction, and the composition of the outer surface of the jacket that is suitably like by the heavy material having poor thermal conductivity because of for protection to the operators and reduce heat loss to the environment. Due to this reason, it is suitably like by the materials of the poor thermal conductance. And installation used for heating products using steam. The product is usually generated in a remote boiler house and then it is supplied to many different locations using high quality pieces of pipes and to different locations and pieces of equipment wherever necessary, and high pressure for the generation of the steam that is typically in the range, this range that is typically 6 to 8 multiplied by 10 to the 5 Pascal, and the high temperature is also required for the steam generation, that is 160 to 170 degrees centigrade, and the strong piping is necessary. And there are different parts we have discussed in detail. That is the first one, that is reducing valve and control panel 7 and pressure gauge 2, control valve 5, and safety valve, that is 4, and the safety valve is positioned before the valve. And using this piece of equipment or control system, the temperature of the product may be maintained, that is the cohesive plus minus 2 degrees to 3 degrees centigrade. And the example where this piece of installation is used, including maintaining temperature 60 to 70 and 80 to 90 degrees centigrade during the cream manufacturing, as well as the preparation of the solution product where poorly soluble preservatives are employed, and how steam enters and how it is controlled, and the pressure and temperature gauges, that is 2 and 3 in the figure, and safety valve position before the control valve 5, and moreover the presence of stirrer in order to ensure the evenly heating of the product within that installation. And finally, I have told you the reference book. Thank you all for your attention. You can see on the screen the pair of steam generators for the pharmaceutical plant system. The pharmaceutical plant steam production 20 to 5,000 kg per hour. That is a pair of steam with a capacity ranging from 20 to 5,000 kg per hour. That is one of the piece of equipment. That is a pair of steam generators to use dry situated steam suitable for a wide range of uses within the pharmaceutical production plant, that including steam for sterilization of pharmaceutical products and components, steam and place SIP system including product food pathway, filter, wizard, and fertilizer for parental and non-parental logic farm application, and the stream in condensed meets CHP requirement for waterfall injection. The stream is purified using centrifugal and gravity separation methods, and that is one piece of the equipment. You can see on the screen the different equipment of the steam generation.